Well, we are talking movies with JP Sebastian. Earlier, we took a look at the movies releasing this weekend, and now we're going to review the movie Glass.
Which also comes out this week.
Is a paranormal thriller. No, thank you.
Somewhere
I've already made
there.
up my mind.
Paranormal,
No,
psychological,
thank you.
kind of like... no, don't worry. It's not too like supremely scary or anything. It's mostly like a mystery box to unwrap, a Pandora's box of characters.
It is, and I saw the preview for this. I mean, it has a stellar cast. I
Yes.
think James McAvoy is in there.
Yes.
Bruce Willis.
And the man at the
Samuel L.
center of it all,
Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson, whose full name I can't say on family TV. Anyway, that's a joke. So what people know by now after seeing Split was the previous one. You must remember James McAvoy did this movie where he had 25 personalities
yes.
and dissociative identity disorder, and they called all these personalities together. They called them the Horde. It was like he had a village inside his head, and they all negotiated with each other and fought in fighting and all this kind of stuff. Here in Glass now you have... Oh, by the way, so you've got three movies that M. Night Shyamalan, the director, was trying to set up there.
Okay.
Unbreakable was Bruce Willis's origin story in a way. Split then was James McAvoy's. And Glass necessarily would be Samuel L. Jackson's... Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Thank you very much. Samuel L. M.F. Jackson. He's the continuation of his larger plot. They all get trapped up in an institution for people who have mental illness. And there's Sarah Paulson, whose name you're trying to remember. Zoe was desperately trying to remember which TV show she's from.
Okay, it will come to me.
I'm sure. It's in one of the personalities. She is the psychologist who's trying to help them over to the other side to see that despite the fact that you believe you have superpowers, maybe all is not what it seems. Maybe it's all just in your head. Tell you what, maybe you should have a look at it. So I think I did give Expresso a scene to have a look at.
Take a look.
James McAvoy negotiating for the first time with Mr. Glass.
Take a look.
Miss Patricia said that your bones can break if I, like, tap them. Is that true?
Yes.
So what's your superpower? Your mind? What's mine?
You're 9 forever, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's incredible. You can see the world the way it really is. Always. The kid who can never grow old. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
There we go. Listen, still scary.
Mood-wise, yeah. So at least M. Night Shyamalan's good with that. That's worthwhile to point out because you've got this character. He's got 25 personalities in him, and James McAvoy is such an incredible actor. You could just put the camera on him and let him do his thing. But at least the director Shyamalan still tries to film it interestingly. Still tries to like have color and texture and light in an interesting way and like make something that's quite artful. All that said, though, I was rooting for this movie because Split, McAvoy was extremely good in. And I felt bad that I took M. Night Shyamalan for granted before and didn't realize that he was building this whole universe all along after we like trash canned him for making the movie The Happening where Mark Wahlberg fights trees.
Okay.
Hard to explain.
So now it's all the pieces are coming together, but it seems like you weren't satisfied because you said you had high hopes for the movie Glass.
Yeah.
Based on Split.
Yeah, and so the thing is, like, you can see when a movie is like purposely, you can tell, holding back on its thesis. The bad guy is not saying, he's only saying 70% of what he wants to do, and you're like kind of like, cool, I don't totally get your motivation, but you know that they're only doing that because they don't know how to write the fact that there's going to obviously be a major twist. So it's a bit, the writing's manipulative and lazy in that sense. You know immediately, like from the first third, you're being stacked up for all of this to fall to pieces.
Something's going to change.
And so does any of what you're watching for the next hour and 20 minutes mean anything if in the last 20 minutes everything means nothing? Because another, right-angled thing comes at all the characters who thought they knew everything that was going on. So the writing's a bit crummy.
But JP, big question. How many popcorns do we give the movie Glass?
I'd rather eat shattered glass. No, that's mean. No. It's serviceable as a movie, and if you like what M. Night Shyamalan does anyway, a 5 out of 10 is a mediocre movie. Because you can see it wants to be filler to a larger thing. That
Do you think
it's more
they're
exciting to get
holding
to.
back because there might be a follow-up movie?
Because money is nice, and they
Okay.
know you've got some.
There we go. Well, you go and check it out. That was JP's opinion on the movie Glass, starring Samuel L. Jackson, James McAvoy, and of course Bruce Willis, just to name a few of the actors in there.
Excellent actors.
Excellent actors, but JP giving it a 5 out of 10. How about you go see it this weekend? It's hitting the box office, and let us know what you think of it. You can always connect with us on social media with that hashtag Expresso Show.